LLM tech debt compounds as teams quickly adopt new releases while keeping old defaults. So it says here, as organizations move into multi-model environments, they also inherit the complexity of maintaining them. When I first looked at this one, this image here, especially if you take like 100-foot step backwards from it, it's pretty clear all those lines are starting to converge together. And we didn't really see this data like this until much later in the process of putting together this report. So this one has been really standing out to me, I think, more than some of the others. Ryan, what's your take on this?
I think the main thing for me is that I was really surprised that GPT 4.0, sorry, stayed around for so long. I think there was actually demand to bring it back at one point in time as well. And to me, it just tells me that some tools are definitely better at some jobs, and maybe companies or teams are a little bit reticent to let go of the tools that they know work, while at the same time trying newer models to see if they can take maybe some of that job or maybe some of that job in some other one. So for example, if we're thinking about multimodal as opposed to just multi-model, so if you're doing vision and speech to text or something like that at the same time, it could be that the other models that are coming out that are more specialized in one mode or another might not serve you the same way as something like 4.0 would do, so like a more general purpose model. And it feels like those ones that are more general purpose are staying around longer than we expected. So it's not just a new model comes out and is better, has more context and is faster, but also if accuracy or mode is more important to your company or your workflow, it could be that those seem to stay around longer.
Yeah, sorry. So Div, I was going to say, if you look at that chart there, it ends in March. And so we're into May now, and we'll have to go back and look at the numbers again. But I'm very curious to see, what this is going to look like. And I think it's going to be something we'll have to take a closer look at again in the future here. I don't know if you've got any thoughts on that too.
No, yeah, I think definitely I was also super surprised to see how 4.0 has still maintained the lead. It is still the number one used model if you look at the percentage of organizations that are using it. So, to my surprise, it hasn't still lost that number one position, which seems, like there's so many newer models that have come out. And Ryan, as you were saying, there's also been demand for it. So I think at some point OpenAI said that they wanted to deprecate it, and there was a request to get it back. So excited to see how some of the newer models perform in the coming months, and if in the end 4.0 loses its first place.